You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic. You can go and subscribe, cause I be on it right. You ain't bout it, you ain't bout it, you ain't kick on the mic.
Bears fans, this rumor coming out of Halas Hall changes everything. Hey, what's going on, Bears fans? Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Keek on the Mic, the podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Once again, I have a very intriguing episode right here on the podcast. I think you guys are going to really like this one. I think it's going to be another opportunity for us to engage and discuss all about the Chicago Bears. And this is about a huge, gigantic rumor that just came out from Bears insider Courtney Cronin. Obviously, for the last couple of years, you know, with Matt Eberflus being the head coach of the Chicago Bears, the rumors going around or the news going around the Matt Eberflus hiring was that Ryan Poles, that was his guy. Ryan Poles was the one that made the final decision on head coach Matt Eberflus. But Bears insider Courtney Cronin just laid a massive rumor on ESPN surrounding that topic of Ryan Poles actually hiring Matt Eberflus. Check this out, Bears fans.
Ryan Poles. It's just now the biggest thing he has to figure out is the quarterback. And to your point on coaches, GMs usually get in like two coaches. He didn't hire. I mean, I know what's out there. He was not the one who had the ultimate say on Matt Eberflus. That was a Ped Phillips, and that was a George McCaskey decision at the end of the day. So this would be Ryan Poles making that first real decision on a head coach. I know like what was said, I chose him, that whole thing with the press conference, but you know, if you talk to people inside the building about who had the real juice in that moment, that was a Ted Phillips and George McCaskey decision ultimately. So all of that said, like this will be the first kind of decision that we see from Ryan Poles in terms of coaches. Like if you stick with Matt Eberflus and you're pairing, then you at that point are truly linking yourselves together.
Bears fans, this is absolutely insane. I know there was a lot of people out there that weren't convinced that that was Ryan Poles' decision. I know Ryan Poles has come out and supported Matt Eberflus over the last couple of seasons here in Chicago, but I know there was a lot of people out there saying there was no way Ryan Poles wanted Matt Eberflus to be the head coach of the Chicago Bears. And let's think about all these rumors throughout the season, especially when the Bears were struggling. Rumors that would come out and say, you know what, the upper management is not happy with the result on the field. And a lot of the times it would say Kevin Warren wasn't happy with the direction of the Chicago Bears. Not once did it say Ryan Poles wasn't happy with the direction of the Chicago Bears. But now since this rumor has come out and Courtney Cronin basically said that that was not Ryan Poles' decision. That was Ted Phillips and George McCaskey's final say to hire head coach Matt Eberflus. I really feel like that changes everything. And I understand that that rumor just came out from Ian Rappaport stating that the Bears plan to bring back head coach Matt Eberflus. But now I feel like going into this final game against the Green Bay Packers, head coach Matt Eberflus, I think he desperately needs a win now, because now that we know that that wasn't Ryan Poles' guy, like we thought it was, now I feel like Matt Eberflus needs a win against the Green Bay Packers. Once again, he's 0-3 in his time as a head coach against the Green Bay Packers. So this can go a long way on the result of this game if Ryan Poles, in fact, brings back head coach Matt Eberflus. Once again, I understand it's been an amazing turnaround here in Chicago with head coach Matt Eberflus leading the way. But now I'm sitting here as a Bears fan questioning everything, because I think Ryan Poles at the end of the day may want to go out and get his guy. Maybe he wants to go out and get an offensive-minded head coach for Justin Fields. Maybe he does believe in Justin Fields and he wants to get that offensive-minded head coach for quarterback Justin Fields. So things are going to be really interesting, especially if the Chicago Bears go into Green Bay once again and drop another one against the Packers. I think that's going to leave a sour taste in Ryan Poles' mouth. And I'm not sure if he's going to want to stick with Matt Eberflus. Obviously, these are just rumors at this point. But there's just so much going on in my mind right now. And one thing that I really want to say on this episode of Keek on the Mic is, why was Ted Phillips making the decisions when he was on his way out? And I know a lot of people don't like the decisions that Ted Phillips or George McCaskey make in regards to the Chicago Bears. But I feel like that should have been Ryan Poles' decision from the get-go. They shouldn't have forced a coach on a general manager, right? When Ryan Poles got hired, he should have got the final say-so on who he wanted to be the head coach of the Chicago Bears. I think that's the problem with the Chicago Bears organization that sometimes George McCaskey and Ted Phillips, that wasn't really even into football stuff. He was more in the finance side of things for the Chicago Bears. I think sometimes they had too much say on the football operations side of things. And moving forward, and I feel like George McCaskey is finally at this point. George McCaskey needs to focus on being the owner of the Chicago Bears and let guys like Kevin Warren, let guys like Ryan Poles make the decisions in terms of football operations for the Chicago Bears. And I'm not saying that Matt Eberflus is a terrible coach. I feel like he is definitely turning the corner, especially if we beat the Green Bay Packers. They would finish the season at 8-9 after starting the season 0-4. Obviously, in his first season as a Chicago Bears head coach, he went 3-14. So from 3-14 to 8-9, and once again, if you take into account those 3 games that they blew the fourth quarter lead, the Chicago Bears can easily be a playoff team this season, right? So when you look into that aspect of things, this team is improving. If you look at one more season with Matt Eberflus, Ryan Poles continues to build the roster. I believe that next year, this football team can be in the NFL playoffs. But I just think this is a massive rumor that Courtney Cronin laid on us. And now I'm just really confused because once again, if this is not Ryan Poles' guy and they go in there and lose to the Green Bay Packers once again, Ryan Poles can easily be like, you know what? Let me go. This is the perfect opportunity to go out and get my guy. I really like Justin Fields, but it's time to bring in an offensive-minded head coach that can really get Justin Fields and the Chicago Bears offense over the top. But Bears fans, I just wanted to come on here really quick and share this rumor with you guys because I feel like this definitely changes a lot of things. I feel like this amplifies the Green Bay Packers matchup this Sunday even more. So I definitely think this is something that we should keep a close eye on as a season ends. So before I let you guys go, how do you guys feel about this rumor that Courtney Cronin shared on ESPN? Let me know down below in the comment section. Before I let you guys go, make sure you continue to hit that subscribe button and the notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Make sure you share this episode of Geek on the Mic with every single Bears fan that you know. But other than that, be back for our all-new Bears podcast right here on Geek on the Mic. Thanks, guys, and as always, bear down. Bears fans, I'm very excited to share this amazing book series with you, the Hawaiian State series, with the amazing goal to get kids to read a little bit more. With this series, you have 3 amazing books to read: Hawaiian State, Hawaiian Legacy, and Hawaiian Legend. This amazing series is a historical fiction based on the premise Hawaii remains independent but allies with America. And Bears fans, with the upcoming days off, it would be a perfect timing to keep the kids occupied and off their phones by reading a really good book. These books are truly amazing. Not only can they be enjoyed by all ages, but if teachers or parents buy a class set as a donation, they can actually contact the author of this book for free lessons. Bears fans, this is a great opportunity to buy a really good book series and to support a really good goal. And hey, after you're done reading this great series, go ahead and donate it to a local school or library to make sure everyone is able to get the opportunity to read this amazing series. The links for all 3 of these books will be in the description of this video. Trust me, Bears fans, you will not be disappointed. And as always, to you guys, bear down.
You've been listening to Geek on the Mic, a podcast all about the Chicago Bears. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to catch all Bears content right here on the podcast. Thanks, guys, and bear down.